Sometimes the smallest things can make the biggest difference. Not life-changing, not revolutionary, just small upgrades that make your life feel smoother, calmer, and just a little bit more put together. And that's what this video is about. 10 items that will quietly upgrade your everyday. These are things that don't scream for attention, but make you think, yeah, this just makes life better. Let's get into it. A good fragrance is like a signature. It's personal, it's memorable, and uniquely yours. People often talk about how cologne impacts others, but I think what's equally important is how it impacts you. Smelling good changes how you carry yourself. It's like a quiet confidence boost. No one else might notice it, but you do. Here's my pro tip. Find an inexpensive fragrance that you like and wear it after you shower, even if you're not going anywhere. It's a small act of self-care, a way to tell yourself, hey, I'm worth smelling nice for. And a plus side to this is that if you live with someone, it's nice for them too. But even if not, it's just nice to smell good, especially after a nice shower. I'm no fragrance snob. You can find some surprisingly good deals at Ross or Marshall's if you dig around. My go-to fancy scent is Dior Sauvage. It's pricey, but man, every time I wear it, I feel like I've leveled up in life. On the budget side, I personally also really like Nautica Voyage. It's clean, it's fresh, and it's simple, perfect for everyday use. Small thing, big impact. Continuing with the theme of smelling nice, let's talk about candles. Candles are one of those underrated luxuries that make your space feel alive. They instantly change the vibe. Calm lighting, a gentle scent, and a quiet flicker. It's one of those details that turns your home into a place that feels intentional. The thing is, good candles can get quite expensive, but again, Ross is like my secret weapon. There are awesome candles there. There, you can find some high quality scents without that $40 for wax guilt. But my personal favorite? Definitely, it's got to be volcano candles. They smell phenomenal, kind of like walking into a bougie hotel lobby, and they're beautiful enough that you can keep the jars when they're done. But really, candles aren't just for guests or aesthetics. I personally light one when I'm playing video games, when I'm editing a video, or just relaxing on the couch. There's just something about the soft glow that just slows down time, and if you pair it with a cup of coffee or tea, life feels just right. Speaking of coffee, let's talk about mugs. A good mug might sound trivial, but it's one of those small joys that quietly sets the tone for your morning. It doesn't have to be fancy. It can be a sentimental one, it can be a thrift store find, or it can be a minimalist and sleek one. This green one is my favorite because a close friend gifted it to me. Every time I think about it, I think of them, and it makes that morning cup feel just a little bit warmer. On the design side, I personally love the Mora ceramic mug set on Amazon. They're simple but elegant, with a weight and shape that feels perfect in the hand. It's like the mug equivalent to a comfortable pair of boots. Unassuming, but just right. If you drink coffee every day, then why not make that ritual feel good? Because if you start the day with something you love, even something small, it really sets the tone for the rest of the day ahead. Real quick guys, if you're enjoying this video or finding it helpful, then the best way to support what we're building here is by liking and subscribing. If you're new to the channel, my name is Jeffrey. I talk about bags, everyday carry, and tech, and how it can elevate our everyday. But anyways, let's get back to the video. All right, you knew this one was coming. If you're new here, hi, I talk about bags a lot. They're not just tools, they're companions. They go everywhere with you and they support your day-to-day life, which is great because if I can't make friends, at least I can buy them. A great bag has smart organization that doesn't feel overly designed, is easy to access, is durable, and has features that are thoughtfully implemented. You shouldn't have to fight to get your stuff out of your bag. It should feel natural. I always say that if I've got my bag, I'm good for 24 hours as long as I have reasonable accommodations. I've got what I need to work, to play, to relax, and everything I need to get through the day comfortably. My personal favorites are the GoRuck GR1 and the Air City Pack Pro. They're pricey, but they're reliable, minimal, and purpose-built. No gimmicks here. And when something is built that well, it makes you want to take care of it. A valet tray might sound like something your grandpa had by the door, but once you get one, there's no going back. It's basically a home for your pockets, a place to dump your wallet, keys, knife, flashlight, whatever you carry. Instead of scattering your gear across the counter, everything lives in one clean, intentional spot. I actually sewed my own leather valet tray, and I also have a walnut one on my coffee table for remotes. It's such a simple upgrade, but it makes your space look instantly neater. It's like turning chaos into calm, one pocket dump at a time. If you're into EDC, you know how big of a difference these small systems can make. Okay, so if your EDC gear is starting to take over your desk, then these next ones are for you. I use Trusco metal toolboxes and they're fantastic. Industrial design, simple latch, no nonsense, just pure function. You can use them for tools, gear, cables, batteries, basically anything that needs organizing, and they look great in the process. I have a few different sizes, one for knives, one for pens and flashlights, and every time I open them, it sparks that same satisfaction as a perfectly organized desk. It's like gear storage, but with personality. I can't imagine my life without a journal. I bounce between digital and physical, but right now I'm deep in my paper era. There's something grounding about writing things down, the sound of pen on paper, the physical act of slowing your thoughts into words. I use the Leuchtturm 1917 notebooks. High quality paper, durable covers, and they just feel good. If you're someone who thinks a lot, creates a lot, or just wants to make sense of their day, then journaling is for you. I'm not here to lecture you on the benefits of journaling. You've probably heard them all by this point, but I will say one thing. Journaling helps keep me centered. It's how I track progress, vent, brainstorm, and write nonsense just to clear my head. A nice journal doesn't necessarily make you a better person, but what it does do is it makes reflection feel like it's worth doing. All right, the next thing is going to be a smart ring. Specifically, I use the Oura Ring, but you can use whatever you want. The Oura Ring tracks your sleep, readiness, and recovery, and it's genuinely changed how I think about rest. We focus so much on productivity, or how much we can do, but we never really stop to think about how well we recover. If I wake up feeling fine and my recovery score is low, then I'll take it easy that day. But if my recovery score is high, then I'll push myself harder. It's not about perfection, it's just about awareness. You start connecting patterns, caffeine, screens, bedtime, and it helps you make better calls. The only annoying part about the Oura Ring is that you have to pay a subscription to access your own biometric data, which I think is absurd. First of all, I ordered the hardware, which this isn't cheap, and it already has the capability to track everything that I need. The fact that I need to pay rent to access my own data is messed up in my opinion. Still, if you care about being more intentional with your health, then unfortunately the Oura Ring seems to be one of the better options out there. Okay, so if your keys sound like a pocket full of regrets every time you walk, then you definitely need an upgrade. The Orbit Key Organizer takes that chaotic bundle of metal and turns it into something sleek and silent. It keeps your keys stacked neatly, quiet, and pocket friendly. It's one of those items that doesn't look like much until you use it, then you wonder how you ever lived without it. It's simple, functional, and beautifully made. And honestly, that's good design, the kind that just makes life smoother. Alright, there's just something special about wearing an analog watch. Not necessarily for utility, but for presence. In a world where everyone checks their phone for the time, a watch feels intentional. It's a small act of mindfulness, like saying, I control my time, not my notifications. One of my favorites that I wear a lot is the Seiko 5 Sports. It's automatic, durable, and has a classic design. It literally powers itself as I move, which feels oddly poetic. It's sporty enough for casual wear, classy enough for the office, and timeless in a way that never feels try-hard. And beyond looks, it does something deeper. It makes you slow down. You start noticing the rhythm of your day instead of just reacting to it. A good watch doesn't just tell time, it tells your time. So yeah, none of these items will change your life overnight, but altogether they add a layer of ease, comfort, and intentionality that makes everyday life just a little bit better. And that's the beauty of EDC. It's not always about owning more, it's about choosing better. If any of these items caught your eye, I'll leave them linked down in the description below. They are affiliate links, so if you do purchase something through them, it will support the channel. And if there's something that you swear by, drop it in the comments. I would love to hear what makes your day better. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it or found it helpful, then I would appreciate it if you gave it a like, and if you really loved it, then maybe consider subscribing. If you want to see more of me, you can follow me on Instagram at UnboundCarry. But anyways, I've been Jeffrey, and remember, whatever you carry, carry it well. I'll talk at you later.